been torn apart, scattered to the winds. Where am I? Who has taken my body? I've awoken to a world I no longer recognize. I search for my footing, but the ground beneath me no longer remembers me. The city I once knew, it no longer knows me. Where is my heart? The pulse that once gave me strength. Where are my eyes? The ones that let me see the truth. Yet I feel it, the rush of life, surging through me like never before. Blood flows, iron and stone churn in my veins. The wheels of steel spin faster now, and I'm swept in their wake. But still, I search for myself. Where is my heart? Is it buried in the stones of old Athens, lost beneath the weight of centuries? Does it beat somewhere in the shadow of the Acropolis, beneath the Pantheon where I once walked? I wonder, has it been swallowed by time, or does it beat in the restless souls of those who paint, who sing, who build in defiance of the chaos? Perhaps my heart lives with them, though I can no longer feel its rhythm. Where is my mind? Am I brainless in my own city? Or have I too many brains now? Scattered across every street, too many voices that never speak to each other. This city, once so full of life, now burns with its own destruction. The world around us crumbles, and yet we remain here, searching for ourselves in the ruins. Where are my eyes? Have I gone blind, or has Athens itself lost its sight? This city was my vision, my wisdom, but now I wander, lost in shadows. Are the people blind like me, their gaze turned inward, lost in the noise of today? Or is it you, the visitors, who see what I cannot? Are you the eyes of Athens now, seeing the city with a clarity I no longer possess? Or is it the old philosophers, the voices of ancient wisdom, who were the true eyes of Athens all along? Their words echo in the stones, but who listens anymore? Perhaps it's those who look forward, the ones who guide, who still hold my sight, those who remember the past. And my blood, it flows through the veins of the city, but not as it once did. The streets that were once alive with footsteps now pulse with steel on wheels, rushing, restless. My veins, these roads, are clogged with noise, with engines, with haste. The lifeblood of Athens has become something different, something colder, driven by machines that never sleep. The pulse is frantic, a rhythm I no longer recognize, yet still it moves, carrying the city forward. I see it now, my body, once strong and divine, is now lost. In a living thing, but twisted, growing beyond me, beyond my control. Like a tumor, it spreads, consuming itself. No longer the Athens I knew. I reach out to touch it, but it recoils. Foreign to my hands, the streets, the buildings, the people, They no longer belong to me. I'm trapped within this body that no longer listens, no longer remembers. And what of my muscles? Have they withered or changed? Once they were the strength that moved Athens, the power behind every step, every stone laid with purpose. Now have they become the laws, rigid and cold, imposed by authority to hold the people in place, to keep me from collapsing entirely? Or are the true muscles the working people, the hands that build, that create, that carry the weight of the city every day? Those who labor quietly, unnoticed, are they what still keeps me moving? My skeleton, do I even have one anymore? Once it was marble, strong, timeless, the bones of Athens built from the hands of gods. But now I feel like something shapeless, a city with no form, no spine to hold me together. Perhaps my skeleton is the city itself, the bones hidden beneath the sprawling growth. Small villages, once separate and alive, have been swallowed whole, merged into this dense, tangled mass. Athens has grown without thoughts, without plan, spreading like an infection, consuming everything in its path. Or maybe I've become something else entirely. No skeleton at all, just a slimy, shifting thing, oozing through the streets, slipping between what was and what is. I'm no longer held together by stone or order, just chaos creeping into every corner. Where has it grown? Once I was lean, every part of me carved with care, but now I feel heavy, weighted down by fat. Buildings rising without grace, crowding the skyline, swallowing the old Athens I once knew. Or is the fat the ignorance that clings to me now? The mind dulled by convenience, forgetting the wisdom that built this city. The culture, once rich and alive, now feels bloated, stretched thin, as if it's losing its shape. Everything has changed so rapidly, I can hardly recognize the contours of my body. The fat gathers in places where it never belonged, and I wonder if this is what's keeping me from finding my heart, my mind, my soul. Buried beneath it all, somewhere beneath the weight of this new world, I'm still here.